Well, if you travel along State Road 61 in southern Knox County, you've definitely passed one of the most iconic landmarks that has been a constant staple in our community. Since 1898, the Verne Store has been serving the local community in a few different forms. And while new owners have brought an updated look and new life to this piece of history, their goal with the property remains the same. Nicole Cardano-Hillary has the details.
And we've kind of looked back in some of the history and we found out some pretty interesting things about the Verne Store. The Verne Store was established in 1898, and the Gilmore family is the ones that put it in place, and it was just kind of a sundry store. I mean, you could come in here and buy hardware or anything like that. One of the things that we did find out that we thought was really interesting was during Prohibition there was a dance hall upstairs where the apartment is now.
I did not know that.
We did not know that either. Delbert and Mary Lee Hayden was the second owners here, and they had it until 1978. And then the Dowdens purchased the store from Mr. Hayden. Old Mr. Dowden was good friends with Mr. Hayden, and when he decided he was done and he wanted to retire, he purchased that, and then his daughter, Martha. But he called her up and he said, "Hey, I bought the Hayden grocery, and I want you to come back and run it." And they came back, and then they established it as the Verne Store, and it was just still kind of a sundry place. And I don't believe it was until, several years later that they actually put the diner in.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
Okay, have a good day. Thank you.
Well, we purchased it in January of 23, and we kind of did away with a lot of the sundry items and grocery items and stuff like that. We weren't sure what we were going to do with it. We had no intention of running a diner, and we had many discussions about what we might be able to do with it, but during the time that it was being renovated. But we were very fortunate that Julia and Mike Ketchum contacted us and said, "Would you be interested in leasing that to us as a diner?" And we said yes. Yes, we would love to do that. I don't know how many people in the community always kept saying, "Oh, you got to keep it a diner. We need some place to go." And so we knew that that was real important to the people in the community. But we tried to keep the inside as close to what it was before. Cleaned it up and did some repainting. We did have to replace the windows in the front. It had, other than that, we kept the doors. This is the original door that was originally here. We wanted to keep the original floor. We had to do some work on it. It's kind of a community thing here, getting the store back. Sure Clean came in and did a full clean on the place when we first bought it. So it has all been newly renovated.
I first came to the Verne Store in the 1960s when Delbert and Mary Lee Hayden owned it, and their son Kent and I were in the same class in high school, graduated from South Knox in 1972. My fondest memories are just eating breakfast here with the other guys and just having fun talking about this and that.
Every Friday morning they used to have biscuits and gravy, and my grandpa would come pick us up in the morning before school, and we would all come here and didn't miss a Friday from probably the second grade to sophomore year. So pretty special to us getting to spend that time with him. We still come, we still do. We bring Liam here, he's 2.5, keeping the cycle going for sure.
You think about 125 years for a store sitting here and pretty much being the same that it was in 1898. So I'm glad that we've been able to do this. Like my niece and nephew, Garrett and Michaela Kokenauer, are in a band called River City Revival, and they said, "We'd like to have a concert out at the Verne Store," and we said, "We can do that." And I said, we really need to celebrate that 125th year for the Verne Store, because that is a mark in history that needs to really be recognized.
The Andersons say they hope to keep the Verne Store a key part of the community for years to come. To keep up with the diner at the Verne Store, you can follow them on Facebook.